Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters, this is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Damian Chambers, the cruiserweight. He's 188 centimeters tall. And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver, 188 centimeters tall, with a reach of 191.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Damian Chambers. He's got a high percentage KO rate, and if he lands that... And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Preston, England, please welcome Damian Chambo Chambers. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice hooks. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Beautiful counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well done with that counter shot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Chambers is in trouble. Let's talk about Damian Chambers in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been...
Here we go. It's round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
How about that time counter shot? Defense is not an option for these two. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. Missing with the left hook. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Damian Chambers that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. There's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Beautiful counter shot. Got him there. Perfect counter shot. Misses with the right uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Damian Chambers in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, son.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. He misses with that straight left. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Nope, that hook won't score. He misses with that straight left. Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Damian Chambers that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Can't score with that jab. And that hook misses. They exchange punches. Chambers is hurt. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Misses with the straight left. Those counterpunch. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Damian Chambers in that last round. A lot of work needs... This is the beginning of round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Tried to score with a jab. The straight right just misses. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The cut doesn't look that bad, but they're going to take a look at it anyway. And the referee will allow this to continue. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk Chambers that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the build up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That counter shot lands. Oh, right there. Chambers just got clipped. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you okay?
The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. Chambers on the back foot trying to survive. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Very close. Down goes Tarver. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
You're right.
Please get up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lose this fight because of that. Knock me out. Last round.
Let's talk about Tarver in that. Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There you go. Look him up.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again. That will do it. They want no more. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
He's getting better. R1-7 paper.